401. Let someone off the hook, excuse from a penalty or promise.
Because this was his first criminal offense, he was let off the hook.
402. Let the cat out of the bag, tell a secret.
His surprise birthday party was cancelled because someone let the cat out of the bag.
403. Let the chips fall where they may. Act regardless of consequences.
The police were asking him about the robbery. He knew he had to tell everything he knew and let the chips fall as they may.
404. Like a ton of bricks, strongly, forcefully.
When I was told that my favorite uncle died, it hit him like a ton of bricks.
405. Live high off the hog, have many luxuries, be very comfortable.
When you see their new home, you'll know that they live high o' the hog.
406. Live it up, pursue pleasure, have a good time.
Now that school is over, I want to live it up this weekend.
407. Live wire, active exciting person.
People always want her at their parties because she is a live wire.
408. Loaded, having lots of money.
Ever since he started his new business, he appears to be loaded.
409. Loaded, drunk.
I can tell by the way she spoke that she was loaded.
410. Look down one's nose at, think someone is worthless or unimportant, show contempt.
She thinks she is better than everyone else. She always looks down her nose at others.
411. Look into, investigate, check.
I'm going to look into the possibility of getting a scholarship for college.
412. Look up, improve, getting better.
Since he is putting in more hours at work, his financial situation is looking up.
413. Loony bin, insane asylum.
I couldn't believe how crazy she acted last night. She belongs in the loony bin.
414. Loot, money.
How much loot do you need to buy that fancy car?
415. Lose one's marbles, go insane, act irrationally.
Anyone who insults his boss has lost his marbles.
416. Lose one's shirt, lose all one's money.
He put his lifetime savings into the restaurant. When it failed, he lost his shirt.
417. Lose track of someone, lose contact, know where someone is.
I have lost track of him since high school and have no idea where he lives now.
418. Louse up, ruin.
I've worked on this painting for weeks, but when my paintbrush slipped out of my hand, I loused up the painting.
419. Lowdown, the true story.
I heard that she was married before but didn't know why she divorced. Give me the lowdown.
420. Lower the boom, stop completely, punish strictly.
When the father heard that the children were not doing their homework, he lowered the boom.
421. Make a bundle, make a lot of money.
She made a bundle selling donuts to the construction workers.
422. Make a dent in, make progress.
I have got a lot of work to do, but I made a dent in it last night.
423. Make a federal case out of overreact, take strong measures for a minor problem.
I'm sorry for spilling some water on your desk, but you don't have to make a federal case out of it.
424. Make a go of, succeed, produce good results.
Although this new business is risky, I'm going to try to make a go of it.
425. Make a hit, be successful.
People loved my new brownies and wanted the recipe. I guess I made a hit.
426. Make a killing, gain a large amount of money at one time.
She made a killing in the stock market last year.
427. Make a monkey out of someone, cause to look foolish.
The lawyer was shrewd and made a monkey out of his opponent's client.
428. Make a mountain out of a molehill, make a big problem out of a small one.
It wasn't difficult, it was easy. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill.
429. Make ends meet, balance one's budget, meet one's payments.
His expenses are so high, that even though he makes a lot of money, his family has difficulty making ends meet.
430. Make fun of, ridicule.
It's not nice to make fun of other people.
431. Make it up to someone, compensate for an unfulfilled promise. I am so sorry that we have to cancel our plans tonight, but I will try to make it up to you.
432. Make of something, interpret, figure out, think of.
What do you make of his decision to drop out of college?
433. Make one's hair stand on end, frighten, horrify.
The extreme poverty in that country would make your hair stand on end.
434. Make one's mouth water, look or smell very good, make one want to eat or drink something one sees or smells.
The smell of garlic outside the restaurant made my mouth water.
435. Make one's own way, rely on one's own abilities.
She had no help from anyone. She had to make her own way.
436. Make out, do, progress, succeed.
How are you making out with your new responsibilities at the office?
437. Make sense, be comprehensible.
What's the word in English that's spelled YRKSZWA? It doesn't make sense.
438. Make sure, see about something yourself, check.
We are leaving on our vacation, and I want to make sure that you locked all the doors.
439. Make the best of, accept a bad situation and do as well as possible under the circumstances.
Even though our heating system broke, let's light a fire in the fireplace and make the best of it.
440. Make up one's mind, decide.
She hasn't made up her mind as to what university she will be attending.
441. Make waves, upset the status quo, create a disturbance.
He likes to avoid controversy and usually doesn't make waves.
442. Man to man, frank, direct.
Don't discuss the problem with me. Go to your boss's office and talk about it man to man.
443. Mean business, be serious.
He told his son that he had to finish all of his homework before he went out to play and he meant business.
444. Mess, disorderly, cluttered condition, bad or confused situation.
There were clothes and food all over his apartment and it was a mess.
445. Miss a trick, take advantage of every situation.
As soon as her boss left the building, she began to make personal calls. She doesn't miss a trick.
446. Miss out on, lose an opportunity, miss a worthwhile event.
It is too bad you couldn't make it to the reunion because you missed out on a good time.
447. Miss the boat, lose an opportunity.
It's too bad he didn't buy gold when it was cheap. Now, it is very expensive and he really missed the boat.
448. Mobbed, crowded.
The shopping mall was mobbed the day before Christmas.
449. Mooch, borrow, beg, get without paying.
She says that she doesn't smoke, but she is always mooching cigarettes from her friends.
450. Mouthful, a true and impressive statement.
You said a mouthful when you admitted that she was the smartest girl in her class.
451. Mudslinging, making malicious remarks to damage someone's reputation.
There is a lot of mudslinging going on in politics today.
452. Mum's the word, don't talk about what was said.
I don't want you to say anything about our discussion. Mum's the word.
453. Murder, a difficult or painful ordeal.
Getting her master's degree while she worked full-time was murder.
454. Nag, a persistently urging person.
He complains that his wife is always nagging him to do things around the house.
455. Name someone after, give the child the name of an admired person.
My son is named after my grandfather.
456. Nest egg, extra money saved.
They have a small nest egg saved up for their vacation.
457. Nightcap, last drink one has before leaving or prior to sleeping.
She ordered some brandy as a nightcap.
458. Nincompoop, a stupid person, a fool.
He doesn't know how to act well around other people. He's a nincompoop.
459. Nip in the bud, prevent at the start.
When she saw that her little boy was snacking between meals, she decided to nip it in the bud.
460. Nitpick, look for very minor errors or problems.
Every time she reads one of his reports, she is always nitpicking on the most minor points.
461. Nitty-gritty, the essence or important part.
We've been discussing your problem for an hour, but we finally got down to the nitty-gritty.
462. Nitwit, idiot.
He messes up everything in our department and is such a nitwit.
463. No bed of roses, uncomfortable, unhappy situation.
Their marriage is no bed of roses. They seem to always be fighting.
464. No dice, no, certainly not.
I like living in this area. When my children wanted to move, I said, no dice.
465. No picnic, not pleasant.
He works very hard at the factory. He says it is no picnic.
466. Nobody's fool, smart, competent person.
She's very smart. She's nobody's fool.
467. Not in your life, definitely not, no way.
There is not a chance I am going to drive 4 hours to go to that party. Not in your life.
468. Not so hot, not very good.
She boasted about her pumpkin pie, but I thought it was not so hot.
469. Nothing to sneeze at, something not trivial, to be taken seriously.
They earned him a lot of money to take this new position. He was going to give it a lot of thought because it was nothing to sneeze at.
470. Nuts about, in love with, enthusiastic about.
I'm nuts about our new neighbors.
471. Odds and ends, miscellaneous items.
I have some odds and ends around my house that I would like to sell.
472. Off and on, occasionally.
We are not very good friends anymore. I see him and on.
473. Off base, inaccurate.
If you think I paid $1,000 for this coat, you are way base.
474. Off color, in bad taste, rude, dirty.
He told an color joke at the party that embarrassed my wife.
475. Off one's rocker, crazy.
He is of his rocker if he thinks I'm going to help him decorate for the party.
476. Off the hook, out of something, freed from an embarrassing situation.
I don't want to have dinner with him. Let's tell him that we will be out of town so that we will get the hook.
477. Off the record, privately, and officially, not for public announcement.
I need to tell you about one of my accounts, but it needs to be the record.
478. Off the top of one's head, from memory, spontaneously.
The top of my head, I think her last name begins with an M.
479. Old flame, former boyfriend or girlfriend.
She bumped into an old aim at the shopping mall.
480. On a shoestring, with very little money.
We are trying to decorate our home on a shoestring.
481. On easy street, having a pleasant, secure life.
Ever since his mother won the lottery, they have been on easy street.
482. On guard, careful, wary.
It is a very important meeting and we must think before we speak. We must be on guard.
483. On one's last leg, at the end of one's strength of usefulness.
My car is over 10 years old and it's on its last leg.
484. On one's shoulders, one's responsibility.
The president has a lot of problems on his shoulders.
485. On pins and needles, nervous, excited.
When I found out that the movie star was coming to the party, I was on pins and needles.
486. On shaky ground, unstable.
The buyers aren't sure if they really want to buy the car. I think the sale is on shaky ground.
487. On the ball, paying attention and doing things well.
She always gets her paperwork submitted on time. She is always on the ball.
488. On the blink, not working.
The ice is melting in our freezer. I think it is on the blink.
489. On the edge of one's seat, in nervous suspense.
I have wanted to see this movie ever since I read the book. Now that it is about to start, I am on the edge of my seat.
490. On the fritz, not working correctly, out of order.
The ice is melting in our freezer. I think it is on the fritz.
491. On the go, busy running around.
I won't be home all day. I have many errands to run and will be on the go.
492. On the house, provided free by a bar or restaurant.
Since I am good friends with the owner of the restaurant, dinner was on the house.
493. On the level, honest.
They are not telling you the whole story. They are not on the level.
494. On the QT. Secretly.
I was just told that I will be promoted to vice president, but nobody knows about it yet. Please don't tell anyone and keep it on the QT.
495. On the rocks, breaking up, ruined.
The couple is always fighting and I wasn't surprised to hear that their marriage is on the rocks.
496. On the same wavelength, communicating, thinking similarly.
They didn't understand each other. They were not on the same wavelength.
497. On the spot, in a difficult or embarrassing situation.
I was put on the spot and expected to make a toast at the anniversary party.
498. On the wagon, abstaining from liquor.
He used to drink a lot of beer and wine, but now he is on the wagon.
499. On the warpath, very angry, looking for trouble.
When Mary saw John with another woman, Mary went on the warpath.
500. Once in a blue moon, occasionally.
He doesn't watch television often. Only once in a blue moon.